I ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come forward and ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. I'm using patchouli incense today. It is not my norm, but it felt right. It was in a green box. Maybe that has something to do with you guys. And today we are doing how do you affect those around you? And I've got some magnets to choose from. Love these silly things. I just got them. And we've got the light blue magnet for the middle one. For number 2, we've got the green magnet for the third one. And we've got this dark blue swirling thing for the first one. I'll let you take your time, choose your pile, pause if you need to, and I'll see you at your pile. Okay, pile 1, the darker blue swirly bob. Let's see what your cards are. I'm gonna go in order, this way or this way? Second one. We have the unknown. Okay. We have change. Oh, interesting. Anger and fortitude. Wow, that's an incredible card. We've got a wolf, a hawk. I'm assuming it's a hawk, maybe a falcon, I don't know. A puma or a mountain lion. Something that to me looks like an otter, but I can't quite tell. We've got some horns, antlers, like maybe a moose or a elk or something down here. It's really interesting. Strength, fortitude, standing your ground. I'm hearing to go ahead and read the book on this one. So I'm going to do that and be right back to you. Okay, there are some different ways of taking the card. And 2 things stuck out to me when I was reading it. The first one was that there are many things that you keep inside, such as ideas, thoughts, and desires. To discover new skills, new abilities, try different things. I would call that being adventurous. It could be more on not so much like an outdoor adventure, but really just bringing in more, gaining more information about different things. That ties into this card, change, because it talks about evolving. So it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So this could be part of what this card is discussing. The actual anger part of it speaks about that you might feel that everything is against you and that others don't understand you. And things are happening that slow you down, overwhelm you, block you. And I feel like that's tying into the unknown. You know, we don't have all the details. We don't know everything that's going to happen. We can't really tell the future for sure. And that could be really frustrating. And that could be where your anger is coming from. So with this and how you affect other people around you, I feel that they see you as someone that's strong. You stand your ground. You might come across a little bit intense, maybe even grumpy. It's possible. Um, but I'm hearing that you affect change in their lives. It might be difficult because of how they view you, but you do cause change. You do cause growth. That's not always the easiest thing to go through, but you have the strength for it. Any specific messages? This is not for everyone. This is specific, so if you feel it relates to you, take it. If not, dismiss it. You do not always have to be in your heart space. It is okay to use your brain. I know that, especially with spiritual stuff, a lot of us, including myself, say, the feelings, stay with those, and in your heart space, and what you truly desire and truly want. And, we have brains for a reason, guys. Like, they're here, right? It's okay. You don't have to worry so much about how often you're in your heart space versus your head space. I would say try and take the stress out of that. Offer both to yourself. What does my head say? Okay, now what does my heart say? Okay. It doesn't have to be heavy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, there it is. There's where my heart felt it. It doesn't have to be a heavy situation. You don't always have to be there. Don't be hard on yourself. Let your brain take control sometimes. Let your heart take control sometimes. Allow room for both. It's perfectly fine. In fact, it's necessary. And anything else? How you affect others. Oh, in this one, I'm really seeing you as a wise person that people look up to. You have all those thoughts in your head. You have all those desires for new skills and abilities and clamoring around in there. And I don't know, I really see this. Maybe you don't see it with the card, but this is what I'm getting. I see you're holding this chain with a heart on it. But then also there's like this, a lot up at the brain, at the head. And again, I'm reminded of the heart and the head coming together. Leave room for both. And the wisdom that you can share because you allow that to happen. Anger can be intimidating for a lot of people, and yet a lot of people feel very attached to it. Like this is an experience we must have. There are also those that tend to be on the more angry or grumpy side of life as a norm. And if you look it up, those are actually, that can be a sign of either depression or anxiety. And we don't always register it as that because we think, oh, anger, it's a feeling, it's not connected to either of those, but it is actually. So if that is the case for you and you feel like you don't, like this is almost constant feeling for you, maybe you should look at maybe talking to a professional and see if they can help in any way. This is not the only thing you are. Once again, please know, I'm not talking to every single person. This is general reading, so some of you. This is not the only thing you are. This is not the only way you're seen. It's just what's being brought up to show you. I think what you're wanting to concentrate on is that fortitude, that strength, and the change part. Both are beautiful. Both are beautiful. And even this anger part is because it is a point of growth. Yep. For some of you, the unknown is scary, and therefore your response to it is anger, and that may be what people are noticing. Change can be scary, and this can be a response with change. There's so much strength though in this pile. I really feel that you are able to get through it. Stand strong, make your way through, figure out the lesson, and apply it. Yeah. There it is. Energy just cleared. Okay. I guess that's it for you guys. I hope this is a blessing for you, truly. I hope that it gives you insight. That, I mean, maybe you already know and you just needed a reminder. Maybe it's something you weren't focusing on and this is your first time hearing about it. I don't know. But, yeah. Remember that people see you as strong. The anger isn't the only thing they see. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, pile 2 with the swirly light blue. Rhymed. All right. We are going to take these in backwards order. We've got Perception. Gorgeous card. Secrets. Denial, which says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And Value. Interesting. Oh, look at the colors. Look at how that goes. Got your swirling light blues and some dark ones as well. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Okay. The first thing I think about with perception is that we have our perceptions that are valid to us, but not always seen by other people. They'll have their own perception. They have their own version of the world, their own reality, basically. And then I feel like they kind of tie in together. Perhaps you keep to yourself a lot. that you don't share what your thoughts are and how you see things, and that's what's secretive. I get that I don't think this is so much about acknowledging your fear and replacing it. I'm getting awareness is the big deal here. You're very aware. You watch people. You see what's going on. And I think that there are some people in your life that value your wisdom and your sight when you do decide to share it, which could be an encouragement to do it more so. What you hold inside is of value. I'm hearing a specific message. You are so precious to me. It hurts my soul that I don't get to be around you as much as I do, or as I used to. Yeah, this pile is very quiet. You're not necessarily shy. It's more introversion. Introversion? I don't even know if that's a word. You're calm, peace, ease. People are really, there's just this, and if it's not happening for you now, I do believe this is something that will come to pass or was in your life. Circle of life. You are very valued. What you have is valued. Your perception of things because of your wisdom and how much you catch and see is valued. That does come into play that some people might be a bit intimidated around you and not want you to truly see them. You might have some, you know how sometimes you'll look at someone and it's like they're staring into your soul. You might be one of those people that you look into people's souls when you look at them. And that can be intimidating if people aren't comfortable in their own skin. I feel this group is very much, could be some kind of spiritual leadership. It doesn't need to be a huge thing. It doesn't need to be any kind of out in the world being famous or anything like that. Just that you have the capacity, the ability for leadership. Could also be that people come to you and talk to you a lot because of your introversion, your tendency to be quiet. You could be a very good listener. And so people see that in you. I think you bring peace to people. You guys are very calming. I feel so like just at ease. Yeah. This reminds me of creativity. Maybe you don't see it, but to me it looks like patchwork. It's a flower, but it almost looks like a quilted flower. And so perhaps that is speaking about your creativity. maybe that is another thing that people view or are affected by, is your creativity. Maybe you're an artist of some kind. It could even be, I mean, cooking, baking, those things are creative. If you're not just following someone else's recipe and you kind of do your own thing, that's being creative. Yeah. I would just, guys, I would take pride in yourselves, in who you are, in the wisdom and maturity that you have, and how you bless others with it. Okay, there we go. Felt the energy stop. So that is it. I hope this was a blessing for you guys. So much love to you. Bye. Okay, pile 3, my green swirlies. Let's see, which direction are we gonna go in this way? This one first. We've got manifest. Hoo-ha. Judgment. And it says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Look at those beautiful colors together. We have you. That doesn't say much, does it? We'll see what comes out with that. You. And we have shift. Interesting. Wow. Gosh, look at these. Look at these colors. That's so gorgeous. Okay, I am hearing to read on this one, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm feeling a lot of power with this one. This is, so basically for the U card, it talks about you've got it all. You don't need to rely on your spirit guides because you're so already connected. You're so in tune. I'm sorry, I'm floored by the energy right now. You have a gifting with manifestation, that's for sure. Your perception of life and how it works is beautiful. This is very, very strong for you. Understanding and knowing that everyone has their own way to live, and their own challenges to go through, their own lessons. And something about just you being you shifts people. It causes a shift in them. And it might even be the slightest thing, and you may not even see it for years, but suddenly someone will connect it back to you. Oh my God, I remember how this person, kind of thing. And it changes them. And I think that maybe, even though you know this, sometimes you get a little, am I enough? You know, am I supposed to? Is this my purpose? That kind of stuff. And they're saying, you've got it. You've got it. You're good. You're good. You might focus a little more on manifesting. Or maybe even not. Here's a weird example for you. I'm apparently pretty darn good with this, but not if I try. I have everything in my life that I've always wanted and dreamed about, but it was never like I was trying to manifest it. It wasn't like that. It just was like, oh, I want to have this someday. Cool. That's it. And I'm beyond blessed now. So maybe that's just a different way of trying for manifestation. If that's something you've been wanting to work on, is to not work on it. To just say, yep, that sounds amazing. This is what I want. And then trust. Just trust. I'm hearing that there are people that really look up to you. You don't realize how much people look up to you and how much beauty they see in you. Yeah, that's a big part of it. Which, I mean, as long as it doesn't, as long as that's not wreaking havoc on your self-esteem, um, then it's okay to be modest, you know. But just know that you really are admired. That's the word I'm looking for. You are admired. I want to say that you bring more color to people's lives. Huh. That's awesome. That's great. I saw and heard kind of at the same time, so I'm looking at these tones, right? The colors, and we've got black and blue, bruises. You heal people's trauma just by being you, and you bring out their inner beauty. That's really incredible. Yeah, man. Rock on, guys. That's awesome. Yeah, I felt that. There's a little moment in someone's heart, maybe possibly more of you, but there was a little like buildup of pride. It was like, okay, all right, yeah. I'm glad. I'm really glad for you. This is beautiful. Um, a little bit shorter than the others because it just, heck, you're doing so well, right? Like, you've got it. You're good. Yeah, that's it. The energy is cleared. Other than just kind of a trailing excitement. But I hope that you feel truly blessed by this. I hope that you can feel that love from others. And I hope you get to see more of the changes that you cause in people's lives. All right. Love you guys. Many blessings to you. Bye.